Hello everybody, we're back again with another amazing adventure. We're heading out on a multi-day trip to Strathcona Park. It happens to be the oldest park in British Columbia, and it was first established by the Canadian government in 1911. This trip turned out to be the most extensive solo explore I've ever done in my life. But with just a little luck and a lot of willpower, I find almost anything is possible. It's on trips like these where you can let the stresses of everyday life just melt away and find truth in who you really are. So without further ado, sit back, buckle up, and let's see what we can see. Ever since I was young, I had a hunger to explore. It's only been in the last few years that I've made my dreams become my reality. Sometimes the path to life's mysteries is the road less traveled.
This hike is absolutely beautiful. I've done it Albert Edward about twice, so it has been a while. And it's funny, you know, I remember it being good, but I don't remember it being this good. But this time we're gonna take it to another level. We're gonna do a mountain loop of 3 different mountains. We're gonna head up Mount Fink, Castle Craig, and then we're gonna go up Albert Edward. So it's gonna be phenomenal. And I mean, hey, look at this. It doesn't get much finer than this for nature. Something about the Alpine just really gets me excited, and I can't get enough. This is gonna be my biggest solo endeavor yet, so I can't wait to show you guys. Let's get after it. Well, that was definitely a burn coming up there. Quite a bit of a hill past Lake Helen Mackenzie. We're getting there. We're making our way up to Circlet Lake. And it's a beautiful day. I heard there's a lot of bugs, but I have come as prepared as I can be. So we'll see what we can do. So we've done a decent amount of elevation gain up to this point. We got a lot more to go, but for today, we've done a lot of the elevation change that we need to do. Definitely been sweating getting up here. Probably got a little heavier pack than I'd like. I'd say I'm just over 45 pounds. I did bring a couple luxury items this time. But I thought, what the heck, eh? It's the simple things, right? So on every hike, there's always something, you know? Something you might have forgot. I haven't figured out what that something is just yet. But I've been thinking about it a lot on the way up. Did I forget something? Is the car locked? All of these things. But so far, I can't think of anything. But hey, who knows when we get sent up at camp here. Maybe we'll see something or think of something we wish we would have.
A famous philosopher once said, "It's not the mountain we conquer, but it is ourselves."
There's lots of bugs, but this spot is absolutely beautiful. We're gonna keep making our way here. So sometimes we call all our friends, we call all our family, and nobody wants to come out to somewhere like this. So what do? Do we sit on the couch, watch Netflix, and feel sorry for ourselves? Or do we seize the day? Do we get up off our rear ends and get our shit together? We get out. I'm telling you, there's nothing more healing, refreshing, whatever you want to call it, about all of this. So next time you're not feeling motivated, you're not feeling up to it, you just want to relax, just get out there. I promise you, you won't regret it. Well, I just passed a lady on the trail, and she really warned of bugs at Circlet Lake. I've seen a lot of talk about it already in all trails, in the comments, and the reviews there. But if Circlet Lake is really that bad, it's gonna make for a nasty couple nights there. But who knows? I do have a bug net, and got my tent that I could hang out in if worst case scenario. But I'd rather not just chill in there, and it's probably gonna be hot and everything else, so I guess we'll see what happens. We're getting there. It looks like we're about 1 kilometer away from Circlet Lake. Fingers crossed on those bugs. Hopefully they're not worse than they already are. So there you have it. There's Castle Craig over there. And then behind the trees is Mount Fink. And off on this side, it's out of sight right now, Albert Edward. We're gonna make a loop all the way across those 3 mountains and then back to here, Circlet Lake. Well, we made it up to Circlet Lake. What an accomplishment. I feel real good about that. And then we've got a couple pretty enormous mountains to go up. You can see behind me there. It's gonna be an epic day tomorrow. We'll have to rest up, have a good meal tonight, and maybe even have a swim and enjoy this beautiful place. See, we've got a couple other neighbors. Hopefully there's a spot left. It looks like there is a pad available, so that's kind of nice. Well, we made it to Circlet Lake. Absolutely beautiful. We're gonna camp up by the duck pond because I think it's gonna be a little bit better as far as the bugs go. Absolutely beautiful down here though. I think we're gonna have to come down here for a swim. The water looks great. It's probably a little on the cold side, but it'd be kind of nice to cool off after a long hike today. Well, I just really wanted to encourage everyone and thank you for all the support we've had on the channel thus far. It's actually been a pretty quick turnaround to get to 30 subscribers, and I'm hoping by a year of having the channel we can make it to 200 is my goal. So I just really want to thank everyone, and just reach out and mention that if you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate it. I'm really trying to hit that 200 subscriber goal. And these videos are just something I enjoy and love doing. And if you really want to help, you can always leave a comment or hit that thumbs up button. Well, set up camp, and it turned out really good. I got a really wicked spot overlooking Circlet Lake. And then from this side, we're looking over the duck pond. It's quite nice. Got a good view no matter which way you look. Absolutely beautiful little spot to get some water. Gotta love fresh, clean, running water right from the glaciers. Typically I use a gravity system for filtering water, which I find works quite well. But Christina actually had it on the West Coast Trail while I was on this trip. So I borrowed a family member's MSR Mini Works. It's definitely a workout, but it sure works good. And it only comes in at about 1.5 pounds. Filters right into your Nalgene bottle. It's actually a pretty smart system. So after I had all my water filtered, camp established, and I'd had a swim, I thought, man, it's still pretty early in the day. Why not try to do an evening summit of Albert Edward ahead of schedule? Well, that is where we came from. Right beside that tent is where my tent is. And it's pretty far up already. Still got a long ways to go though. Absolutely beautiful in here.
It's easy to get caught up in the struggles of life and let it pass us by. As hard as it may be, you can take a step back because Mother Nature is out there, just waiting to captivate you.
Staircase. Kind of funny. Well, we made it to the split. If we head that way, we're going over to Mount Frank, and if we head up this way, we're going to Albert Edward. So because we made it up to Circlet Lake a bit faster than expected, I decided to take a burn up Albert Edward at the end of the day here. Figured it'd be nice and cool, and it is actually. Be a little bit of a late day. I'll probably be back about 8:30. Late dinner, well that's okay. And then that gives us tomorrow to head up Castle Craig and Mount Frank from the other way. But it's been an awesome hike so far. A little tired, but I'm making it no problem. Got lots of gas in the tank still to go. Well, the glacier here is definitely a lot smaller than the last time I was here, but it's still here, so that's kind of good. Those are cool. It might actually be a little pheasant, actually. Pretty birdies. Cool, you can get that close to them. That's neat. Well, here we are. We're still grinding. We're making it. That's the top right there. So that's what we can do here. Well, pretty exciting. It's the last push to the top. Might not look steep, but there's probably 160 feet of elevation still to go. So last little grind and we'll get to the top. Well, we did it. We finally made it to the top. It was a long trek to come from the parking lot to the top of Mount Albert Edward in one day. But we did it, and it is absolutely phenomenal.
You know what time is short, this piece of me that's yours always. You know what time is short, this piece of me that's yours always.
If you haven't yet been to the Alpine region of Strathcona Park, I highly recommend it. You won't be disappointed. On this summit, I was blessed with 360-degree views and full sun.
That's it for today. We're gonna head back to camp and have a late dinner, but pretty lucky with the conditions right now. Not a ton of snow and absolutely beautiful day.
Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. We'll see you guys back here for part 2, where we go up Castle Craig and Mount Frank.
You know our time is short, this piece of me that's yours always. You know our time is short, this piece of me that's yours always. You know our time. You know our.
to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
I'm just killing time waiting for you.